Need some Reiki or Rife energies? Or perhaps you need some Lemurian healing products. If you are in the UK, look no further than Huna Kahatota at www.hunashealings.earth. Tetrahedrons and obelisks for your on site ceremonies, handmade and coated with Kotahora crystal dust by Huna Hikahima. Shipping is available worldwide at www.shiningstar.earth. Oracle readings rooted in the Lemurian operating system. Get your Oracle reading with Huna Kahasahi at www.flc.earth. Live online journeys, energy clearing modalities, and sound healing sessions for new families with Huna Kahiwaha. Head to www.rl5.earth.
Okay, my ninjas, it's time. Get that raffle. You win a one-to-one session with myself, Huna Flash. You know what the time is. It's the time. It's time to get together. Get that raffle out there, and I'll see you. Just you and I. Nobody else. Just me and you. My ninja. Hey, sweet, sweet dear one, sweet dearly beloveds. My ninjas. Kind of cute, that video, isn't it? Come on. Get that raffle. Well, look who's back. It's so good to be back here in the Playa of Light. I trust you all are all at home safe and warm and bundled up, or hopefully somewhere enjoying the sun, maybe surf, maybe the water. I hope you are. It's so good to be back. I've been back in Playa. The 21st I arrived, so I've just been chilling out, taking my time. Went to the water. Actually, I went to the water yesterday. Didn't actually go the same day I arrived, but I went yesterday, and it was so good. It had been quite stormy the last couple of weeks that I've been away. It's been pretty windy here, and some of the Sargasso had made its way back in, but they're cleaning up. And we're expecting, well, I'm expecting, and we're expecting, Playa will be cleaned up by this week. They've got a whole week to clean up before the new year. Hello, the Lemurian New Year, our new year, starting on June 1st, end of this month here. Come on now, a couple more days. We'll be in the Maita here in a minute, and then we're going to transfer over to First Light and return to the perspective of the First Light. And the Dragon Masters intensive, the graduation for the Dragon Masters and the Hunas have been arriving in town. There's so much buzz going on. Can just feel this wave of energy coming in with the Hunas are bringing in with them, like bringing it to the Playa. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. As Huna Pa said, he said to me yesterday that this one is a very special one, brother. I don't know if he means because he's also showing up, but that's a special one. So I'm glad people will get to meet the great North Star Huna Pa. But the energy of all the Hunas that are really bringing this massive wave and I'm, again, I'm like I've been taking my time resting. I feel so much better. I was, as you might have seen in some of the some of the comments and postings we were putting out. I was quite exhausted. So I've had a good little rest. I could do with more. I'm not gonna lie, my ninjas. I'm not gonna lie. I can do with more, and I am going to kind of steal away for a vacation coming soon in mid June. Yeah, I'm gonna go golfing in Spain. Okay, Spain and Marbella, Spain. Actually, beautiful part of Spain. Yeah, but a massive wave of the Hunas coming in, and not just for the Hunas that are arriving. By the way, Stargate 24, as you know, is now reset and activated. The guardian of Stargate 24 is Rumi, confirmed to be Rumi. I think I spoke of it, but also just confirming that we have got 24 graduates flying in from around the world this this graduation next week. Such a massive level of excitement coming with them. They've been so excited. They've been getting their tools together. They've been really excited about getting their toko toko. If you don't know what toko toko is by now, you guys, it's a very special staff. Your rod and staff. You guys know about the story of the rod and staff. However, the rod or the staff is an extension of the self and the extension of the one's energy. So the Hunas have all been getting all of their tools and all of their equipment ready. New crystals, new toko toko, powerful new attitude, a powerful new energies building up from the Dragon Masters course that they have been on. I want that for everybody. I want that for everybody. I want you to have that posture. Have that posture. Be with that posture, no matter how, or no matter what it takes. Get it. There's a real connection to the land, water, sky. That is happening all over the world. We're going to talk about these things. What's been coming through from the net of Maui, or this is a part two, right? Part two. This is part two. Big fish in the net of Maui. And what does Maui mean? Truly means descendants from the stars. Truly means that. What does Maori mean? Me being Maori, a descendant from the stars. If you are Persian and you know the word Mahdi, then you are the same language, which means that descendants from the stars versus the holy warriors. We're not fighting. We don't need to, because we're already beyond that. As our power is channeled channeled to create light, not channel the light, but create the light in our work. And so that is children from the stars. The descendants from the stars are bringing that light in here. You know, we are it. When we come here, this is what we are. We're remembering this. You all are remembering. You all are feeling it. It's just been amazing watching, observing the transformations, the transmutation, and the transformation and the transition. We are transitioning right now. The planet, the consciousness, everybody's in a major transition right now. Of course, if you don't know, when you are sealed to the Huna, part of the seals includes what is known as the 3 T's. It used to be explained, usually to explain that the mother, the father, and the child, but it is also, there are also codes connected to the 3 T's, which are transmutation, transition, and transcendence. These are the 3 T's. So this massive transition wave is coming in, and the Dragon Masters are bringing a powerful wave with them. I trust you are, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you are creating a wave. You are creating your wave with your energies, with your vibrations, your frequencies. Any missions you've been doing. I expect to hear from some of you today about the things you've been doing, because not only going to take the questions, but it's a conversation I think that we can have today to comment on and to confirm what it is you've been supporting to bring in. Of course, we all support everything, but just dig a little deeper and get some confirmations on something that you may have altered something in the world that has been able to you created energies to do a U-turn and or an ascension, some ascension processes, some ascension confirmations. I want to hear about that. I want to hear about that today, because that's all in the net of Maui. I used to say this a lot back in the day, that the flower of life, at one point, for quite a long time, the flower of life field was distorted. And you've been watching Terrence Howard, and I trust that you have. It's good if you have. But I always used to say that the flower of life needed some work. That's what we were doing. We were doing the work. The flower of life had some distortions through Metatron, through some of the Platonic solids, and certainly through the Melchizedek's geometries were infecting the flower of life. Now, when we speak to the flower of life, in this way, we refer to the flower of life as the net of Maui. Okay, that's what we call it. That's what I've always called it. I've never spoken to it as the flower of life. I've always spoken to it as the net of Maui. It's the same configuration, the same energy, same net. When Maui slowed down the rotation of the planet, meaning that when Maui, the children, the descendants from the stars, captured the sun using a powerful net that was known as sometimes we speak of it as the kupenga, which means the net, the kupenga o Maui, which means the net of Maui. That same net harnesses the configurations and the geometries of what looks like the flower of life. So, okay, little information for you that goes way back. And this, again, we got to get to the language. We speak the language, sweet ones. We don't talk about the language. We speak the things that is the language. And when we speak to Kuping or Maui, we are not saying the flower of life. We are saying the net of Maui. Okay, so if you're gonna talk about the flower of life, the proper energy sound for it is Te Kupenga a Maui, the net of the descendants from the stars. These are the energies, these are the knowledge and the wisdom that we bring with us. That is what is also in the net. So much wisdom, so much knowledge that has come through. It's so incredible. Let me take a sip of my Piña Naranca here. I'm just buzzing here. I'm just having a great time. I'm feeling great. Somebody says I hit them on the nose. Wait a minute. Oh, you always hit it right on the nose. Thanks very much, Whitney. Let me go through and say hello. Let me first begin with our audience over here on the Grams of the Instant. Wonderful showing over there from Pretty Pieces, Miracles 111, Astrovia, Bicaro, Bikoa artist, something like that. Mahariwata, hello Huna, cool Helen 444, Steph Pierce, Kathy 8536, Kasha Hawaii, aloha, live of Lakpatia, hello Slobodanka, hello Poli'i, Tani Karoto. Hello, everybody. Wah over there in the Grams of the Instance. Ashley Ode, Catherine McKenzie, Vibrational Invitations, Wheeler Sean. Thanks for being here. I'll try to, if I can, pay attention to if you do have a question. It's always difficult when I'm going back and forth between your screens to catch you guys over there. If you have a question, if you do want to come on to ask the question in person, I mean, this is what I prefer, and live and interactive. You'll have to come over to YouTube, and you'll get the link from YouTube, and then come in from the YouTube side of things. That way we can get you in. Yeah, Yavin Paul, the grams of the instant is hilarious. And it really is. The grams, meaning the fractals, meaning what is at the core, what is at the root, meaning the blueprint. And it can be hilarious. Make it hilarious. Over here on the tubes of you, of course, I'm always messing with the sound. Wawa to you, Huna Makaikawa, and Huna Watawa Ho, Bageta, welcome. Mahariwa, I thought you're in two places at once, Mahariwa. What's going on here? You got all your screens up now. That's good. That's what we want. We want screens everywhere, sweet, sweet dear ones. We want our eyes and we want our focus and we want to see everything. I run 3 screens right here. Just want to see everything. We got it. Why not? Why not? You know? Okay, if you can do it, do it. Claudio Esteban. Volcanoes projected for 2027 in Hawaii. Be safe out there. Thank you very much, Claudio. We'll check on that because in the Lemurian codes, 2027 is very important. Okay, 2027 is housing the 11-11-11 one more time, once again to the 11-11-11 in Jerusalem. Or perhaps at the same time in Hawaii, yeah, because they are connected, right? Anyway, Arlene Carroll, speak truth. Your soul needs it. Arlene Huna, Marawa, checking in. Awesome, Huna. Huna Kawamanato. Too bad you couldn't make it to the graduation this year. We'll see you next time there. Huna Kawamanato. Be safe. Thank you for dropping in. Katya, nice to have you back again. Huna Waure Kuya. Huna Waure Kuya. Big wawas to you, Huna. Good to see that, Huna, again. Huna Tawaho. Sharing high frequencies from Wales. Thank you so much, Huna. Good to feel that energy from the whales. Of course, connected there with the stone. Huna Monataya. Tawa. I think it's Monatawa Taya. Anyway, good greetings to you. Hitu Mata, Huna Hitu Mata, incredible brother. Welcome again, brother. Good to see you over there in the land of the Nethers. The land of the Nethers. Some interesting happenings we just picked up on with one of the celebrities coming into Amsterdam. We'll talk about it in a minute. Moira, Huna Mam Moira. Greetings to you over there, Mont Blanc. Yes, Alan, Huna Mataina, great job there in the work with the team, Mataina, and greetings to you in Sweden. I know I keep saying we've got to set things up over there, and we do. Let's get you doing some dragon rides. So let's stop pulling it together so we can build the School of Light over there. Yeah, let's do this. Lumiere, the artiste, please keep this elder in your intention of victoriously escaping New York City. Okay, Lumiere, we're going to send out an energy carpet for you to escape New York City. Okay, so just the next Persian carpet you see, jump on that sucker and go for a dream. All right, dream ride. Wawa to you, Richard. William Atamarie to you, William. William who? William where? What's William up to? Where are you, William? No here, anyway, if you can let us know where you at. Sully, Timothy, is that you, Timothy, is that you, Sully? That's you, Sully. Malo, Sully. Good to see you again. Pamela Rose, Tenakwe to you. Pamela Rose, where are you? Are you in Tani Mato, the land of the long white cloud is what I call it. Let us know. No here, let us know where you at. Ikeda Claire, nice to meet you. Hidimata, always wonderful to see you. Wawa, keep on growing that hair thick. And Krisana, the new Huna, yes. Hatoni rari. Ooh, that's a biggie. Huna hatoni rari. Rari being in addition to this. Hatoni rari. Nice. Good to see you, brother, over there in Germany, in Hamburg. Jane, good to see you again over there in Bourne Island. Bourne Island, is it? I forget the name. Empress me. Let me come back to some more of these as we go along here. I'm sure I can see some more people already popping in here. All right. Awaken consciousness and Honumotu in the house. Yes, Honumotu. Actually, let me start with speaking to Big Fish in the Net Part 2. And let me begin by just sharing that actually Hunapa just shared this with me yesterday. He sent me a file, and it showed that they're scanning the planet, that they scanned the Honumotu. They were scanning the East Coast, satellite scans, the East Coast of the Honumotu and also the Midwest. And it's showing a massive increase and a massive buildup of electrical particles, electrical energy within the soil. Sweet dear ones. So if you're in the on the Honumotu, that for you is Turtle Island, and then again, that for you is the United States. If you're on the Eastern Seaboard in the Midwest, pay attention to this. It's worth paying attention to for your electrical grid, I believe. I see there's an increase in electrical activity within the soil, and magnetic energy within the water, and obviously the sky and the atmosphere. So things are heating up. Things are just heating up. Of course, they attribute this to that solar flash that happened, that was on the same scale as the solar flash during Carrington. I believe it was at the 1980s. I remember it too, because I'm still old enough to know that, right? Except that now I think that planet Matea, and through the net of Maui, that these energies I don't feel are going to be so, what's the word? Cataclysmic, right? Cataclysmic. The energy, the vibration frequency, the magnetics of this planet has risen. Planet Matea. We are in Lemuria 5, and as such, I believe and I feel that the increase of these energies are required for the planet to raise up and ascend, thereby supporting us in a way where we're going to be able to do that without exploding and blowing up and our heads falling off. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like they've been putting that out there. There's been so much fear put out about the ascension process and about the days to come, and the changes that are happening in the world, you know. And I always say, and I'm always going to advocate that there will be some parts that are going to take some hits, but don't feel it's going to be cataclysmic and ultimately all at once. There are going to be pieces that require that relief of energy. You know this. By now, you know this. You probably know more than me about this. Okay, so we still have our young man here, Xavier, putting out the fear. He still puts out the fear. Hopefully one day we'll still like to see if he's completing that first mission I asked him to do. Apparently he's still focused in on the fear. We'll let him have us continue with his fear. Just, you know, take young Xavier there with a grain of salt and very lightly. He has yet to complete one mission that he's been asked to do, and so, you know, you cannot claim to be a teacher if you're not going to go and do the work. and take the basic steps. And I'm encouraging this. If you want to be a teacher, you got to do the homework. You got to do the basics at least. Then you got to have integrity. That means that people have to get to know you. Right. And if you're going to shun people away, they're not going to get to know you. All right. So anyway, good to see these changes happening. I put out a 555 this morning, early this morning, because I felt that energy come through with the Hunas and the Hunas and the wave of the intensity, the Dragon Masters. I feel the wave of the Dragon Masters. And these, sweet dear ones, Dragon Masters, by no means your to have fear of dragons. The Dragon Masters are those that are able to bring themselves to a modicum of control, command and control of themselves, so that we can be busy with the task of delivering service beyond ourselves, and what that might look like sometimes to others who are not in this practice, could even feel like the energy is so powerful that it could even feel like an attack to some, especially to the young ones like Xavier, who the young ones who get bitten by a mosquito and freak out. Okay, so that is a practice, and so that is something to understand. Yeah, something to realize. The Dragon Master is not about fighting. It's not about pulling out the sword and fighting. And Dragon Masters, which I have created, is about command and control of the self, to concentrate on delivering the highest vibrations, and even holding the darkness until the light comes. Holding the darkness until the light comes. Okay. And that's the level of what I'm talking about. So, and here we are. We have the Dragon Masters coming in. Now, I'd like to have the conversation, sweet dear ones, of any confirmations that you would like to share. Do you like to speak about that you can confirm that you have witnessed? It could be spaceships. It could be the aliens. It could be, they did say there was going to be more alien activity, whether that's been created falsely or inauthentically, or whether that's authentic. Okay. So perhaps you have something that you can share from that, or pictures. And also, I'd like to invite Huna Tamake on. We can invite Huna Tamake. We're going to chat a little bit about what's in the big fish, what's in the net of Maui. It's the big fish with part 2.
I have a question. So
Yep.
the information that Hunapa shared with you, when did they measure that in the soil? Do you know?
Oh, when did they measure that? I believe I may have seen something briefly, a brief image of it. Let's look at the date at least. Oh, wait. No. May 10th and 11th. Yeah. Okay. May 10th and 11th, based upon scans that they took back in 89, March of 89. Okay, the differences. So there's quite a jump in the year. Okay. In terms of planetary jump, it's not very, it's not far. It's not been that much time, but so 89 to now, there's the difference. Okay. It's 10,000 times normal.
Wow.
Okay, the Midwest, Eastern Seaboard in the Midwest, is as much as 10,000 times normal, 10 to the power of 10. Yeah, baby. And there's some, I mean, it looks, in terms of scans and images, it looks pretty incredible. Looks like we're just getting hit by a huge heat wave. But it's not just the heat, right? This is the particles. This is the fractal. This is plasma, right? And this is the fractal. This is the energy within it. the electricity, the electrical grid. So it may be that it's helping to power the grid. Certainly the energy is the electromagnetic is going into the planet's grid, right, into the Motu grid. I would say that it's supporting the Motu grid. But also so far, we have not, I don't know that you've experienced some major shutdowns and blackouts from that particular CME. Not so far. I think there were some earlier in April. Yeah. So that's here's an image. I mean, should have sent you, but here's the image.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. It's like a warm day in winter, isn't it?
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It seems like for me, and I think the others are there's going to be others that also have this experience too, where they're seeing more. And this is also going back to how I'm seeing the effect of Stargate 24 being put online, because that is the island of the Falcon. The Falcon is known for its very powerful eyeballs. So there's more in the energies that we're seeing. And some of us have our very strange moments with the animals and when they show up when we're having conversations. And it's very strange, very obvious for me the last 24, 48 hours, especially of having a conversation with my mom about something. And as I go to say something, I'm wondering about, okay, maybe this is what really happened with this person. And there's a group of 7 or 8 vultures on the side of the road. And that's not normally what I see while I'm driving around. So, and just the light from the sun seems to be different for me, at least.
Absolutely.
Even more so lately.
Yeah, there's some that have been asking, is the sun fake? Is that a fake sun?
Yes, with the sunflowers. There's that weird video with the sunflowers turning away.
Excuse me. I still got some phlegmy happening. Yeah. The flower or the net of Maui? The net of flowers, or is that the net of Maui? It's throwing off light. It's reflecting light. It's more powerful light. And as I've always shared lately, the dragon eye has become very powerful. As I am a master of the dragon eye, it's a very tough practice, and I know that the level of intensity has risen so much, at least 10%. Roughly between 5 and 10%, I would say. And I say that the sun is growing. Well, we did say that we were saying that we're moving closer to the sun, which is another part of this. Some are saying that it's moving 3 degrees. I believe it was 3 degrees change in distance. Is the sun growing, or are we getting closer to it? I think both things are happening. I think everything is happening all at once. I think that's just where your awareness should be, sweet, sweet dear ones. Everything is taking place right now. I ask you, and I invite you to share some confirmations of whatever it is that you have shared, whatever it is you have seen and witnessed. Maybe in your practice, maybe in your missions. I don't know what you do for missions, but these changes are happening. I welcome them, open arms. If I burn my arms or burn my skin, so be it. I'm welcoming it. What else are you gonna do? I suppose we could go underground, but I don't think so, not for me. What I can see so far, and I think in the coming years, this will all level out. In the coming next couple of years, all these energies will settle, and we'll be riding into a resonant field, and we will be in the resonant field. Mahariwa ata. Welcome. Let's add you to the stage. Huna, welcome, Huna.
Voila.
Wow. Good to see thee. Wah, wah. Good to see thee.
Good to see you guys too. I'd like to share some things about what's happening out here in Utah.
Please do.
So working with the Motu and the Motukawa is one of the things that I do.
Nice.
And the great white American pelican has returned for the first time in 81 years. Woohoo! Due to the fact that they have protection for their young. And it has sparked a sacred ecosystem controversy about the Great Salt Lake, which is under discussion because of the arsenic levels at the bottom of the Great Salt Lake, with it depleting with the water supply. Could have been one of the greatest nuclear ecological disasters to poison the United States. And so for a year straight, I've been doing ceremony out here to help the waters and to help the contracts out here with the waters, to help with the Salt Lake and, of course, the grids and stuff out here. And so I read something just last week to say that they have license plates that are trying to raise funding to restore, conserve, and protect the Great Salt Lake as an ecosystem, which has now brought water contracts to rediscussion. They've put it back on the table. All the water contracts and how they divert the water systems to other places. They're now speaking to that so the waters and everything can start coming back. And so there's just a lot of good things happening out here with the water.
Fantastic, incredible.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you. Wow. The great white pelican. That sounds so beautiful.
What was the date of that article? Do you remember?
Oh, I sent it to you. I don't remember the date. I think I posted it on Facebook too. Yeah. So. It should be on my Facebook timeline with the license plate that was all zeros. They were trying to.
Before we left on the road, I think it was.
I know it was the week we did the Wahapuku Motukawa for the Taroa. Yeah. So that would have been probably the second week in May here.
That's fabulous. Great work. And this is, so what do we have? We have a Motukawa upgraded on the land, came in through the net of Maui, through the descendants of the star who brought these in, which is yourself, Mahari Wa'ata. When I say these things, it's all of the children of the stars have brought these up, revitalizing and re-energizing and reintroducing. And the Maui and the Modi, which is also the Modi, supports the land, water, sky, and the beings to just appear. The Modi allows the life to return. This is the Modi part of the Tihe Modi Ora. The Modi itself is also a powerful life force energy that we talk about. That there are Modis which are physical pieces. Maybe stone, maybe stone on the land, stone in the water in the seas, stone in the lakes and the rivers. These are called Modi, and they have the life force energy. So they support the return of life to the planet. Even when the planet is burnt to a crisp, the Modis remain and will reset life. That's and because you're connected to this, I'm just sharing this. I'm just sharing this as I don't share it very much. I haven't shared it much at all, actually. So not in years, but in the work that you're doing, you're logging in Tihe Modi Ora. It's not only about the grateful for the breath of life, but to activate life itself. You reactivate life itself. That's what Modi means. The reactivation of life, all life. This is the repopulation, part of the repopulation plan that is of Lemuria. So these things have been here. So that's fantastic news. Wow, I get the big bumpy skin from feeling that. You know,
Did she say that was on the 10th?
Yes.
She did. Wow. Sorry. Wow. That was
yes. You know, I got
same time.
we got the gray feathered and the brown feathered wahapuku out here, but I'm sure that'd be amazing if these guys out here saw their cousins, their upgraded cousins, giant white. And wow.
I guess they came in by the hundreds. Couple hundred of them came in. So that's a big thing out there now.
It just showed up. It just showed up.
Yeah.
That's the thing about the Maori. Things just start showing up again. When you think it's going to be the last of a species, boom, thing just shows back up again. Anyway, this is great news. That's fantastic. That's amazing. Anyone else have some more amazing confirmations? Let us know over here. Come on in. Come on in. We want you to show yourself. We want to see who you are. And why not? Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Don't have fears. We're family here. We can share. Okay, this is the House of Huna. And it's live and interactive. Yeah, well, some incredible things. Of course, with so many different beings. Some beings that have been showing up, washing up on shore. Some incredible beast-like beings showing up on the shores in Japan, in the Philippines, around the Ring of Fire, in New Zealand. Just animals just showing up from. They don't know where they're coming from. There are a lot of videos you can see now. Just Google anything like that, and there's all kinds now of video evidence, confirmations of beings that we've never seen before as well. And maybe some beings coming through portals as well. Or now that the vibrations resonating at higher levels, we are seeing beings, and the beings are being revealed now because the vibrations have risen. We're in a resonant field. We are matching the frequencies. Our eyes are being opened. Hey, let's have more of that. Let's have more. My eyes. Our eyes need to be open further, so it's all good. Someone is reporting many ships. Kathy's reporting many ships in the area from over there on the Grams of Instant. Rastafari in the house.
Ooh.
Kathy, why don't you come over to the YouTube and jump on and say hi?
There's Kahiwa.
Visitor
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
I had to join this party. Hi, everybody. Yes. Just thinking about the hi. Huna was just talking about the Ring of Fire and animals just being like showing up all around. And we did that Maita grid on Vancouver Island deliberately to connect to the Ring of Fire and to the original grid in Maui. And that's when we saw we were confirmed by the eagle's nest with the 3 eagles, the mom and the dad and the baby eagle. So that's just brilliant to hear animals are showing up like that around the Ring of Fire. I also have a couple more things in the dream time. The day after the Terrence Howard interview was released, the flower of life showed up in my dream in the sky, just all throughout the sky. It was just imprinted with the flower of life. It was really, really beautiful. And you could actually see where the stargates were. They were showing up in these plasma layers between, in between, I guess I could say, the flower of life, or in the flower of life, were these extra layers of what looked like plasma showing up around the flower of life. It was really beautiful. Yeah, and then I woke up from that dream, and the thing that kept saying, there was a repeating sentence that was, "You live in a world now that is that is always supportive. This world is always supporting. This world is always supporting," and it just kept repeating over and over and over again. And then two more things. One is the healing sessions that I do. They've just amplified in a really beautiful way since the 24 Stargate activation. It feels like there's nothing we can't do. There's nothing we can't heal. I had a lady who came in with really bad scoliosis, and her back is like really pronounced, leaning forward with her right shoulder. And I just kind of I looked at her, and this thought in my mind was, no, this doesn't need to be here. And I just started placing my fingers on her spine, and suddenly her spine corrected itself, and she stood for a good few seconds, maybe 5 to 10 seconds, absolutely straight. And it was just it's beautiful to see that resetting of energy taking place. Yeah.
Congratulations. That is actually, that's it. That is it. These are the things that we're resonating in the field now. And I felt the same when you guys were doing work on my leg, when I injured my leg on the road, and your hand was at least 4 inches above, 3 inches above my leg. I could feel the energy pulsing through to my leg, and the healing and the massaging and the energy taking place, being moved through there. Every one of you's all very powerful levels of resonation now. Okay, Vicky, you're here. Go ahead.
Yes, I am here. Can you hear me?
Waurekuya, the grandmother is here. I can
Oh
hear.
my goodness. I can't tell you. I saw you. What was the date? I went to Playa, got sealed, found myself doing the Inca Trail the next week. I had no business. I went all the way to the top and the bottom, and had the most incredible experience of silence and deep love and these amazing ceremonies that the people do. And it's so beautiful. I was just in bliss all the time. And then I found myself in Iona and the Orkney Islands, going to all the sacred sites there, climbing and climbing and climbing. I've just done nothing but climb. And the same experience, such beauty, such silence, and then I came home on the 21st, and I'm so exhausted. And yes, I have to say, the energy here in the Northeast, because that's where I am, I don't know what else it could be, because I'm so exhausted. I just get up, I do a little task, and then I take a 2-hour nap, and I feed myself, and then I'm back down again, and then I'm dream timing. I'm constantly in lucid dreaming. So you said it was going to be something special after that seal. I'll tell you what.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah, I'll let you go. You got a big lineup there. So
Thank you.
to all of you. I love you all.
Maharua, Huna, Maharua. Sego, Skanagoa.
Wawanui, brother. Wakwasta. All is good. All is good.
Oh, Wakwas.
On May 9th, I'm in the mountains, the west side of the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee. There was tornadoes in the area. And so there was a tornado that came here. And it was really amazing. I was working with a client at the time. And there's a 300+ year old tree, oak tree. And this oak tree, the ants had eaten the roots. I didn't realize to what extent. When I looked at it, I said to myself, my goodness, how did it stand up with the other ones? And so this is the tree.
Okay.
It's hard to. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure. I'll just show you at the bottom.
Yep.
This is the bottom of it.
Oh, it looks strong.
Yes, very strong. And
Okay.
this is it lying down.
Yep.
And oops. Anyway, this tree, the winds took it, and they lied. They if it had fallen in the direction that it was leaning, some of the branches would have hit the guest house.
Ooh.
They took it and laid it so softly and gently on the earth that neither the client or myself heard it fall.
Whoa. The int.
And I looked. Huh?
The energy
What'd you
of
say,
the int.
Huna?
The energy of the int or int being. Magnetic energy. Just.
Yeah. And the roots of the tree, all of the roots are rotten. and some of them have life in them, but they're rotten. And so
time to lay down. Time to lay down.
Amazing. We didn't even hear it touch the earth.
Amazing.
And the energy is so high.
Yeah, it's messing up our screen right now.
I'm sleeping and not sleeping, and I'm awake during the day, and I'm feeling great, and my body is going through all kinds of things. It's most wonderful, and the energy is so thick in the air, the movement of the energy.
You don't have rotten
and
feet,
the
though,
sound. and the sound and the songs that make the one sound of the energy so amazing on a level never before.
Beautiful.
So I'll just share that.
Thank you. The tree sharing with us
is
great.
There's one other thing I'll share right quick. The tree, once we cut it up, this happened May 9th. And this is the mountain of firewood.
Oh my.
That's just one tree. One tree.
Breath for the fire. Nice.
Yes. Yes. And the energy of the spirit was so strong. Wore me out. Had to send them home. And everything just like on a higher level.
Were you floating?
Well, I guess I should be walking with the cane with my staff, but I'm walking without it.
Nice, nice, nice. The talking wood. Thank you, Huna. Thank you for that
You're welcome.
vibration. It made the screen go all wonky. Huna,
Well, thank you,
Mawarika.
brother, and thank all of you. And Wawa Nui to all of you.
Wawa Nui.
Anyway.
Mawarika. How are you?
Hi, Wawa Nui to everybody. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Very good.
So I wanted to get on here and share share with everyone so far my ascension journey since I've last first went on the show. It's been a month and a half since I first appeared, and it's changed so much, very drastically at that, like warp speed. And I'm still in the process. Obviously, I'm now in the Dragon's Master's course. Um, it's definitely has been a quite a journey. It's been quite a journey. I've been having to find new parts of myself that I wasn't tapping into before, that I wasn't seeing. My vision has become clearer, as well as my hearing, as well as my feeling. So I noticed that when it came to the emotional part, I was feeling a little bit too much, but I'm always feeling a lot anyways, because it's just my energies are so potent. So now with the Dragon's Master course, I'm learning to control my emotions and become the Dragon Master. So yeah, it's the process. It's a process. So, but in the process of doing that, it has been such an adventure. And I have to say that I was like purging the matrix. Oh yeah, by the way, everyone, I'm sealed. I used to be awakened consciousness, so now I'm like rebranding myself as Huna Mawarika,
Yeah.
because I'm no longer an awakened consciousness, but I'm an expanding infinite essence. And so now I'm evolving with the Hunas. I'm learning my place with them, and also in the world. And I'm so thrilled to announce that I have others who are coming, who have already signed up to become sealed. So together we have our unit already that we've been working on. And, we've already been on missions. So now we're all excited because now our missions are guaranteed. And we have all these wonderful plans to visit because, we have access to the Stargates due to the Dragon's Master course, because Huna Flash does a magnificent job in disclosing all of the information with his students. And for that, I am eternally grateful, because I can use it as a map. And I am using it as a map, by the way. So, but I am taking my time.
Thank you. That is a wonderful testimony. I'm going to invite you to actually do a testimony video now, just because of all of that. Okay, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, I am still in the process of it. Like this is still like, I still feel like I'm in the beginning, but like, because I had to like really die. You know what I mean? Like I had to transcend.
I remember.
Yeah, I had to transcend. I did. Like I was going through like meltdowns and reaching out through emails to the staff, and like it was parts of me that that no longer served me. It was unhealed parts of myself that no longer served me. That the undoing was doing its job, by the way. It was bringing it out to the surface, And so I had to literally reach out in crisis, and like the only response that that you had to give me, the only response that you had to give me was just allow the dragon master to come out. Like that was the only thing I had to hear. It was like, okay, like I heard you. Then I had to like recenter and reground myself and realign myself. I had to let go of some people that were still in my path that were no longer aligned with my path post seal, if that makes sense. My guides, my ancestors, were coming to me interdimensionally while I'm in my dream state, guiding me, giving me messages to see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. And so I was talking to, there's another few Hunas in here that I, you know, in the group that I was talking to about that. And so like, it was clear to me that my path is to work in the light, and I'm a Huna now. So to work within the Hunas and embrace you guys as my soul tribe. And you guys are my soul tribe. And I love you. And I thank you all for being patient with me. I know that I be all over the place, but your patience is very appreciated.
I remember the night you died. And I say that in an incredible, expanding way, because I remember the night, and I remember that moment when you reached out, and I remember that moment that you were crashing.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought for the moment, don't say anything. But if you're going to open your mouth, just a few words, and then let it sit there. And what that did was it put pressure on. It put pressure on to squeeze you, to get that diamond dragon master to come out. And through your calling and and of course you were calling everywhere.
Yes.
That too.
Yes.
I saw that as well. And that okay, yes, that she can reach out. And when she comes back to the middle, to the center, okay, well, we'll see that when she comes back to the center. When you came back to the center, and that's all I needed to say was allow the Dragon Master to enter.
Yes. Thank you for that so much. That is what a master teacher does, right? Doesn't give you the answers, but guides you back to yourself. And I had to go through that. And for a moment, I was stubborn. I'm like, I'm never going to look at this dragon course again. I'm not going to even, whatever. I'm already the dragon master. I'm already a dragon master. I could do this, and that. And it's like, that's when my guides intervene, and they're like, no, you're not. We're sending you here for a reason. And I'm so happy I did, because there's so many things that I was doing that and power that I was tapping into, Kaha, that I had no idea it was Kaha. I was identifying it as Chi, and it's like, whoa, this is serious. Like I had to even readjust in the way that I was teaching others, and actually I put a stop of teaching others. And I even had the responsible thing was for those who I work with to become sealed, and I told them and I'm happy that they responded in the way that they did. They totally got it. But now I see that there's a responsibility with the Kaha. At least that is what I chose. I chose to use my Kaha for the service of humanity and for the greater good. And so with that comes a great responsibility, which is why I haven't been speaking light language as much as in public either. I am taking your counsel. I said the next time, I told, because my friends are asking me like, you're not speaking as much. And I said, all he had to do was tell me during the seal, you had told me, you must know how you are affecting people. That's all I had to hear. I told them the next time he will ever hear me or anyone else speak my language again, I will know what I'm saying. And I will know how I am affecting people. And so I started to work towards that, though. I didn't just give up. I started to play with the undoing sounds, and I'm like making songs with it, and they're medicines, by the way. So I'm learning to play with the different frequencies and I'm having fun. I'm just learning to just not take a race and just take it by the moment and enjoy it. So although the master class is available, it's like, oh, I could go through it already. I'm really taking my time to become the dragon.
It'll
So
keep gifting. It's the gift that keeps on gifting. It is
exactly.
an activation of your 9 senses that you are still getting to learn. And you're getting to learn
Yes.
6 senses, but your 9 when it goes universal. You know, it's the 9 senses that go universal. You don't need ayahuasca or DMT to go universal. Just 9
Yeah.
senses.
I'm
Right?
afraid to take mushrooms because of that. People say, have you ever done? I'm like, I've never done mushrooms, but if you know what I already see and what I experience, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can't imagine what I would see on mushrooms. Like I don't know if I'd come back, to be honest with you, but I
Have
don't
no
think I need it.
have no fear of the plant medicines if you happen to experience this once or twice. It's a good education. It is not needed beyond once or twice. It's for
Yeah,
education purposes. That it goes into entertainment purposes, and that's an addiction. Okay, so if it
sure.
goes 2 times, that's an addiction. I don't care what anybody says. They don't know. They don't understand that technology well enough, and so have no fear of the mother. Have no fear of these things. It's pretty incredible for your lessons. But again, as a dragon master, come to this place where you can be all right, observant, where you can be analytical, where you can be at peace during that the moment of observing. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and okay, you take the step to learn this medicine or that medicine. Be very observant of it. It's not a party. Be with somebody that actually does it properly in ceremony, where it's not a party. You don't need all the music and the EDC stuff going on around you. You just need to be in a quiet place with a proper master that will share that the technology with you in the proper way. If you are to seek it out, don't just let anybody come along and say, "Hey, yeah, try this, try that." No, you take care of yourself, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But amazing that you have risen, risen
Oh yeah.
through the smoke and the
There's
noise.
no there's no I even if I didn't want to, it's just not built in my DNA to give up, even if I wanted to. So, once again,
Okay.
it's about the undoing. It's doing what it does, and honestly, I say this because for anyone who hasn't gone through the seal, you're undoing things, and it's like you're undoing the entire matrix. Is that was a part of your cellular material, so it's going to be, you're going to feel it on a cellular level, and it can feel almost like a death,
Yeah.
because you are departing from what no longer serves you but was of you for so long. I mean, sometimes more than one incarnation or in a few eons. And
Yeah.
so this has been amazing. It's been what I've been looking for one. It's been, at first I did it with the intent of having my missions guaranteed, and it's like, no, it was beyond having missions guaranteed. This is something that I will be utilizing in my practices. Like, I'm redoing my entire practice right now. You
Please
know,
do.
I'm yes, I am. I am. No distortion.
It's expected.
I know.
Thank you.
I
Runa.
receive it.
Fantastic news. Wonderful, wonderful news.
Thank you.
Um, Thank you for that. I look forward to more from you. Let's get
Absolutely.
our. We've got 2 more people here. So Savon, is that right? Savon.
Yeah, that's close. My name is Savon.
Okay, how are you going to follow up with that one, Savon?
Phew, I don't know.
I'm
I'm
teasing.
grateful to be here, and I wanted to show my face and share.
Nice.
Um, in 2020, I started vibrating, and it got more consistent in 2023.
Could you speak
And
up, please? I can't hear you.
can you hear me? Is it still low?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so I was talking about vibrating, and I was born with clairsentience, but I didn't become aware of it until the last few years. And so I feel energy, emotional energy, and yeah, that's my current understanding. But I found out about you from Aaron, so I've been doing my best to learn and listen as much as possible. And yeah.
I see. You're just starting into the world of the vibrations, opening
Yeah.
yourself to this, and you know there is a vocabulary to this stuff. You know, you say what do you say? Clear. What did you say? Clairvoyancy,
Clairsentience.
clear sentient,
Yeah.
clear
Empathic
sentient,
abilities.
No, that
clear sentient. Yes,
Is
you
there a
are.
better word?
You are a sentient being. Now, clarity, clear. What is it you've been seeing, feeling?
Feeling.
What is it you've
So
been? What have you been feeling?
my emotions, other people's emotions. I feel judgment very deeply.
Oh yeah.
It
Okay.
feels very contracting. And I notice that my human gets very reactive with that energy.
Well, of course. Do you cry?
Yes. The past few years I've been crying randomly, and it's very like deep. I could tell it's deep things coming out.
You're feeling the pain?
Yes.
Mm. Mm. So these, do you feel anything from your side? Is it typically someone else you're feeling?
Both. But I'm doing my best to like observe and not absorb others' energy.
Yeah. I get that. And that some of them, I no doubt, some of them have relationship to you in other lifetimes.
Yes, likely.
Some of those feelings.
Yeah, I am not consciously aware of them, but I do
Yeah.
understand that, we have incarnated here over and over.
So you're a good, you'd be a fine candidate for the Dragon Masters.
Okay.
I'm just going to say that straight out, and I have been lately,
Hmm.
because what it will do for your connection and for your expansion and for clarity. You require clarity, not therapy.
Mm.
Okay, suppose what we can sit around and talk about and get some clarity, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Actually, clarity and clarity rather than therapy, because the clarity within the Dragon Masters is an act. Each one of it is, each moment, each gift is an activation. And even if something's not being said and you just happen to read a line of codes, and you just keep having to read it over and over and over in different back and forward and reverse and up and down and then around in circles and in different speeds, same phrasing.
Hmm.
It's gonna bring a whole bunch of different stuff. So these things like that, just to cause you to open some more, remember more, cry more, feel more. We're about feeling, not talking, feeling. Feeling is talking, but okay, fine. We get to the you get to the point with telepathics. You don't have to speak then great. I mean, we're all heading towards it. We're in the right place for it now. we're in the right atmosphere. We're in the right moment on the vibration of this planet to be in telepathic mode. Should be. And you're a perfect timing speaking what you're saying. You're coming into that. So I'm just going to say, jump right into it. Don't mess around.
Thank you. I received that. I'm actually studying Christ consciousness, the way of the heart, and understanding or realizing judgment and projection and the poison that it is, and how we can.
That's okay. That stuff's okay, but it's kind of slow.
Yeah.
You know, you need to get right into the nitty gritty.
Okay.
That stuff doesn't do that. That stuff just keeps you going, talking about around in circles about wounding. Okay, now we need you to go into action. It's not going to bring you into action. It's just going to keep you talking. We don't talk, we do. And this in the Dragon Masters allows the light to go into action and allows you to go beyond and go in to speak within the telepathic field. Feel more. Okay, feel more. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, well, I suppose I just did judge that one. but in any case, I'm just gonna go right forward. There's no time to mess around anymore, Savannah. Or Savant. And that's for anybody here listening. Take your practices. Yeah, okay. Have a good look at those practices. Okay, fine. All right. But I'm just going to recommend as the young lady, the young Huna was speaking to you, and every Hunas that are here and the Hunas that are watching, they have the testimonies that are there. I'm not trying to sell you the Dragon Masters. I want you to be within the thing, within your highest self on the ground right now in light and action. If you're going to have to cry about it, and if you're going to have to feel all this stuff, then you should be able to do something about the things within it. There's accountability and responsibility there on both sides of that pain, right? Get to it.
We'll do.
Get to it. Let's get right to it. Let's go right at it. And, you know, and in terms of serving beyond yourself to help others, because that's what you're feeling. All these things, you're being educated and awakened this way so you can help others. There are those that need guiding, and there are those that are guides. There are those that are ready to be guided, and there are those that are ready to be guides. Which one are you? Sounds like you're ready to jump in to be a guide.
Yes. I actually made a Instagram profile called mindcoach.earth inspired by you, and I feel the call.
You called it in already. That's what the heck is going on.
Yeah.
Hey, that's beautiful. What did you say? Mindcoach.earth?
Yes.
Very good. That's a great start. Now you got to jump in the Dragon Masters. I'm going to put that to you. I'm putting that to you right now.
I receive it. I'm on it. It's done.
Nice. Thank you so much, Savon. That's beautiful. Like I said, if you're going to have to feel all the pain, and you're going to have to, and if you're going to be the one doing the tears of a dragon coming out, and you're feeling all the mucky, and it will get bigger and bigger, this feeling will get huge, and the tears will become bigger until your dragon master comes through, and you're able to pacify yourself and be at peace within yourself while delivering. You need that. Dragon Master will do that. There's a lot of pain still in the world, Savant. There's a lot of irresponsibility and the non-accountability still happening, Savant. Gonna need you. I need you to take the hit and roll.
I do accept my mission with gratitude.
You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you along the way there.
Likewise. Thank you for having me. Peace, everyone.
Peace. Okay, Kathy, I can see you here. I can't see your face, but you have a black screen. Are you there?
Likewise. Thank you for having me. Peace, everyone.
Peace.
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know why the screen is black.
Here, I see your face.
I don't know how to change it.
Peace.
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know why the screen is black.
Here, I see your face.
I don't know how to change it.
Okay, just a minute. Mute your YouTube channel, Kathy. Just mute the volume on the YouTube channel and speak on the StreamYard channel. Kathy? I'll let you figure that one out. Okay, Lumiere, Lumiere. Go ahead, Lumiere. Lumiere.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Lumiere.
Can you hear me?
Kathy, is that Lumiere? Who's speaking?
Yes, that was Lumiere. She's also got the YouTube rolling in the background.
Yeah. I did hear you, Lumiere.
Try to see if I can disconnect the YouTube, but
I did hear you, Lumiere.
Okay, can you hear me better now?
I can hear you.
Okay, so I went on my computer today and I can hear you too. So I guess that's what I needed to do because the iPad wasn't working. But I wanted to share this. I'm the elder that's 3/4 and almost 2 more. I'm very excited. This is what I have to share. You asked me, was I a dragon, right? And I really didn't know what that meant. On May 8th, this is what happened to me. I don't know if you know about this radio thing called Coast to Coast that comes on, and they bring on a lot of. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I know the show. I was on it once.
Okay, so what happened was every now and then when I'm up in the morning hours, I turned it on and I heard the last few words of this guy talking about the dragons. And I went on real quick, and I've never been able to get on there, even other times when I've tried. And I went on there, a first-time caller, and I got on there and I asked him if he knew about you. He said no, but I explained to him that, who I thought I was and whatever. But he said to me that I was a 6-dimensional dragon, a luminary 6-dimensional dragon. And I'm thinking, well, I've been wanting to know, and I felt like I am. Now, my life has been a whole series of very what am I saying? Very spiritual. As a child, I was by myself, so I developed by myself, and I saw entities and all of that. Throughout my life now, I have been challenged on every level of every goodness that I am. I really have been on the love frequency, and no matter what has come my way, always trying to diminish me, I'm always above it because I've never seen myself the condition. Now, I've been with many gurus, many priests. I've studied many of the religions. I'm an artist, so I've had prophetic art, and I write, and I've been writing since young. So now, in this realm of illusion, I have lost everything that you would want, that you would think that you would just fall apart. I lost my daughter, my granddaughter to the Matrix. I lost the love of my life, who was also spiritual, after 10 years in a plane crash. All of the spiritual loves I have are gone. I'm alone, but I know I'm not alone. I'm in the midst. If you see me now, I'm packing, but I have many books because I've always studied a lot of art. I'm trying to keep the art together, and my writings and certain things. I mean, it's a devastating thing I'm going through, but I'm not devastated. I feel the energy is still helping me. And when you said you were sending that carpet, I know that carpet is here. I'm saying to you, I know 3 of my missions. I want to talk to you. I want to be with Huna, but I have no time now because I don't know. I don't have the time right now. I just have to keep moving to get out of this space, this apartment. So I guess what I'm asking you is, I want you to know I'm here. I feel called to be with Huna. I have no time. Once I walk out of here, I am homeless. I'm not fearful. I don't know where I'm going. I have an idea of a few places. I could even come to Mexico. I don't know. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. But I have three visions that I see can help. I know I can do them. I know they were meant for me to do. And that's all I want to say. And I don't know what you have to offer me, but I'm really charged, and it's amazing. I've had many miracles to heal my life. I am a Reiki practitioner, but I know what energy is. I know what I hold in my heart. I know what I do. And as I've been through this life, when I go out, even in this city that's crazy, I'm always touching people's lives and lifting them up. And it's funny because it's an energy that's just normal with me, and I just go. And I know I have to leave New York. Something is coming for New York. I don't know what, but I've seen things too many times, and I've even painted things. And I don't know what it is, but it's coming. And I also saw when the thing was coming, because I was about to leave for France when that other thing came and locked us down. I was within a week and a half of leaving here. And I knew something was coming. I knew, but I didn't know what. So I have that energy. So I'm just going to say anymore and just tell me what you need to tell me. And I do want to be with Huna, but I'm moving now. I can't even, connect the way I would love to if I were somewhere that I could be. And I'm going to leave it there.
Well, thank you for sharing that, grandmother. And you have come to a realization of who you are and what you are. Now, there's the time for you to prepare. This is part of that preparation. You getting on that magic carpet right now, and you're going off to wherever you're going. So the next, and again, I recommend exactly tell you what to do and how to do it at this point. But I will always say to anyone who is coming to the House of Huna this way, to become sealed, to become a dragon master, and then utilize all those skills and tools that you do have and enhance them, and then create your practice, your business, your way of delivering it to the people. You have been delivering to the people.
Yeah, and I have a practice. It's all formulated by all the things I've studied. So
but it's not organized. Okay.
Right.
So that needs some organizing. And until you organize it, you're going to struggle. You're going to have tears, and you're going to be upset, and you're going to be desperate, and you're going to be moving really quickly left to right until you organize that in your immediate space, and your world needs to become smaller.
It has to become stable. I'm not stable right now. You know what I'm saying?
So
I have to move on, and I don't know where I'm going to be. So
yeah. Well, that's because it's been a matter of so many people have wanting to work with you or need you to do some kind of healing work, right?
Right? No, I don't see that. I mean, I was in this space preparing to leave where I thought I was going, which was France. But I became under attack where I am, which is usually what happens. New York is really corrupt right now, and I don't need to tell you the story.
I know New York I know New York from its smallest crack in the ground to its biggest cracks.
Right. So it's intense when you're in a space where those energies do not want you to perform or do what you need to do. And it's within the legal system as well. I've been to this.
Okay. So there's a plan.
Yes, there is. I know.
Now, there's a framework. Yeah, there is a framework. Whether you're going to leave there now or wherever you're going to tomorrow, you need to implement that framework as soon as you find out where you are. As soon as you get on the ground, wherever it is, you need to implement that framework.
Okay, and what I need to share as well, because I'm disassembling everything in my home and my writings and the books that people have signed that I knew, and their salutations to me, things that I've forgotten. Everything that's falling out of this house right now is giving me messages of what to do next. So that's what's happening as well. It's almost like the steps I need to take is falling out of everything I've ever done.
Yeah, that's what happens. Those things have helped you get to where you are now. Now you can either take them with you or leave them behind.
No, but I'm telling you the messages in the things. Like I'll pick up a book that was written that someone signed to me, and they'll say something, and it's pertinent to now. Or another paper will fall out because I don't know who's going to help me do something that I had from a year ago, and that's telling me something. Then something else comes and it says, oh, this is where you can donate all your canvases. You know, like everything I need to do, it's falling out of my house to tell me.
So go and do it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. That's what I'm doing. I'm in the process now. That's why I look with these glasses and stuff, because I got it on to protect my ear from eyes from
however you get your message and however it comes, do it.
I know that's what I'm doing. I just wanted to share, and I'm saying that I am coming to Huna because I feel that calling. It's just that
now, the way you come to the Huna and the way you come to the house of Huna is you have to be sealed.
Right, and I don't know what that means either when you say that.
Yeah, I know. Because when you do, you'll freak out in your state of mind. Right?
Well, I don't think so, but if you say that's what's going to happen, I guess
it means you have to. It means you to come to the house of Huna. It means you have to be serious about yourself.
Well, I am pretty.
So when you do, you will see that the doorway there is a certain key, and you have to have that key to get through, because it's the key to you. You won't see it directly until you get yourself in a place where you're working by a very within the framework of what's going to hold you together.
Okay, well, I've always based myself on know thyself. So I've always done the work I need to do and see the mirrors in everyone. So I'm ready for whatever it is. I just have to.
Everyone? Huh?
Well, the mirrors between me and the person that I'm in front of that I would, pass judgment on, like, oh, that person didn't know. It's not that. I'm looking at myself and I have to accept that. So
you have to accept yourself. I don't care about anybody else.
Right. No, but I'm saying, the
I know what you're saying.
Okay.
Forget about saying that. Just we're talking to you and you only.
Right.
Now,
okay.
Right. Wherever you're going to go, because you can't just show up at my door.
No, I'm not going to show up at your door.
Because that's what it sounds like.
No, I just don't know. I guess I'm anxious to be in the process that you have, but it's not possible for me to get there just yet because I have no, I'm not, stable yet. So I don't know where.
In the big fish in the net of Maui, we have within the net, there is also these energies too that are confusion, and you're in a state of confusion. What you need to do next and trying to figure that out. You're taking messaging from everything except from within you.
No, well, I have the message of 3 ways to go. I'm just not certain which one of those I take, because each one of those is a route to a to a purpose, to a thing that I know I can create.
Okay, then you have no problem.
Okay.
Choose any one of them.
Okay. Thank you.
But to come in to become a Huna is to take the seal, then learn the knowledge and the wisdom, which is the Dragon Masters, and get working and creating more for yourself, as well as working with the Hunas. And there is more. There will be more that the House of Huna is going to offer, hopefully soon within the year, that will support those who need to take the magic carpet ride.
So I feel now I have to share. I know I will be stable soon, and I know that I will have the opportunity to perform the thing I need to do, and I know that I will then be able to come to Huna. I know. I already know. So I'm going to be stable.
And we are grateful, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful that you're here. And that is the one thing in the world, sweet dear ones. You don't have to be loved. Just be liked. If you can be liked, people will work with you.
Oh, I'm liked a lot. And the love I give out, it doesn't matter if they don't love me back, I tell you, because the love I give out, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? The love. It's the love. It's just, wow.
I'm just saying, and I'm just sharing this in general to everybody. Okay. So to be easy on yourself, to take it easy on yourself. You only have to be liked, and for that to happen, you just have to be real and truthful and exhibit the best things about you. That's it.
Thank you so much.
And we do much more together. We will do of course we're not alone. We will do much more together. Some would say, "Oh, you just use people for their energy and that." Oh, I suppose if you want to say that word and we use each other. We're all using each other. We're all utilizing each other. We're all working together. We all like each other at least. Let me just change the energy on that. We all work with each other. If you think that's you being used, then you have to put yourself in that category too, because we all utilize each other's skills and each other's connections and each other's expansion. We all work we're all expanding together. And so at some point, there are those that are needing to be guided, and there are those that are ready to be guides.
It's so true. It's so true.
Absolutely. I'm accused of being a user up and down all day long.
No, I'm
beginning to be proud of it. But it's not in that way.
Yeah. When I'm with someone and I feel I'm giving, it's always feeling like they get it and then I get it too. We explode together because they're looking or feeling that, and I'm feeling that too. It's like an explosion of love. You know what I'm saying? So I excite people.
You see, in this conversation that you're sitting in right now, you're surrounded by 5 Hunas.
Really?
Sealed Hunas.
Wow. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm feeling all this, like tingly all over. I'm telling you, I am so excited because I've been excited even through the chaos. You wouldn't even believe what I'm going through. I'm in whatever has come, but it doesn't matter because I'm so protected, and it's all about love. It's just, and my name Lumiere, I think I told you before, it came to me right after 9/11, and it came to me and it said, and I thought it was the Lumiere brothers because I'm into film, and the thing said no, because when they say your name, they call the light, and it reminds you to stay in the light. And I have been just diligently it's like I'm plowing through all of the whatever it is. I don't care. I won't even say it. It doesn't reach me. So I'm ready, and I'm so excited about the 3 things I would love to bring to this earth, to bring to people, to because it's not about the fight, the protest. It's not about protest. It's locked into madness with these protests. It's about developing the next step to where we're supposed to be, where we already are, but where we lead the youth and everyone too, even to help the elders. This whole system is already it's here, and it's already been built, and we're remembering to bring it here. And I already see, wow, I just see 3 things I can do to make a difference and to have the space ready for the people that are already doing the work to move into. I hope that made sense.
We already know. So you're preaching to the choir here.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. Then that it's an affirmation. Thank you. Wow. And I'm stronger now. This job I have to do looks like a big thing. That's like, how can I do it? But I know it's going to happen. That's all. I'm just going to be able to sort it all out, know what, I'm purging a lot of stuff because I'm an artist. I've accumulated a lot of stuff, and I'm looking for ways to give a lot of the stuff away to different things. And a lot of stuff, and I've always been a fashionista. I have to tell you that. I'm a music person too. I'm a show business too. I have all that background too. I'm a scholar. I have that too. So there are things, like clothes and stuff that I'm thinking, but no, it's not happening anymore. I know who I need to move into. I know the things that I need to rid myself of, and it's a lot, but I don't care. I'm ready. It's just everything's so clear. And it's even better today to have spoken to you. And I'm glad I thought to use my computer so I wouldn't have that back stuff going on again.
So Xavier says he wants you to give all your stuff to him. And yeah.
Where's Xavier? Is he in New York?
I don't know. He's in the comments.
Well, if he's in New York and he can come get it, he's welcome.
He's like saying, I will gladly accept your belongings willingly.
Well, I mean, if there's a way he can.
I don't know where he lives.
Okay, well.
Thank you so much, Lumiere.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
Yes.
Manam. Hello.
Well. I'm not sure if you, Huna Maharua, if you wanted to say something. I don't want to jump ahead.
Wow, we just listened for about 2 days of Lumiere.
No, but you know what's interesting? I just wanted to also tell her I'm actually going through exactly the same thing over here, going through all my stuff. I've just been like going through old paintings, old drawings all day. So it's
but I don't want you to give them to Xavier. Okay, don't give it to him.
No, but it's just talking to the time quality that we're in right now. It seems like something that is in the field, and today I had several how can I say that, confirmations coming in, and a deeper understanding of why this is actually happening at this moment, and why we're asked to make very specific choices and other things. But one thing that I wanted to say before I actually sat down and to come online to the show, I had a thought popping into my mind, and it was about the flower of life, because this came up quite a bit at the beginning of the call, and it was actually, the flower of life is actually the infinite fractal. And then you shared about the Maui part of that. It's actually not only saying I'm grateful for the breath of life, but that it's actually creating life. So it is speaking to the infinite fractal, which is of course the child from the stars, which is the infinite child. And so just speaking on that telepathy, because that thought came into my mind before I sat down to listen to this beautiful conversation. And then all the confirmations just came in from this call, and I'm like, so that's why this just was in there. And then also one other thing that I wanted to speak on briefly is we are now coming to the end of 2024. And I don't know if you remember, Mauta, but after last year's graduation, when Hawaii Kinui Ka came over, and we had this moment where also the Schumann resonance was activated in a very special way. Do you remember that moment?
Did it have something to do with the color blue?
Yes. It had to do with the color, actually aquamarine, so with a very turquoise frequency. And it was this moment where the kaka frequency came through in a very strong way. And it was a revelation that I had about that frequency of the aquamarine turquoise blue, and how it is a part of the blue order, the trinity of the trinity frequencies of the blue order. And it was revealed to me that it is about truth. And just today, and I talked to you about this before a little bit, Mauta, I had this epiphany that, because I'm going through this throat cough, and I heard so many people saying, oh, I've been dealing with this strange cough for months. And this came right after Stargate 24. Mauta also has it. I have it. It's like really intense. and I've been like thinking about why is this happening? Why is this huge activation in the throat happening? While I'm at the same time contemplating the actions of the Toi Kaha, and the actions of the Toi Kaha are being now more revealed to me. And then I realized, because in my understanding as a whole collective, since last year, we've been in the evolution of the kaha, we've been in the Toi Kaha. So we've been coming out of the root, going into the Toi, and staying there. And for me, it was interesting with the process that I'm going through with creating my cards. I felt like I was stuck there, but it was not actually being stuck. It was the space that was created, or that needs to be created for creation to actually happen. And now 2 of the actions were actually revealed to me, and one of it is about truth. That truth actually not comes from here, but comes from the sacral, from the Toi, from creation itself. Of course, to me, it's totally obvious. And it reveals this divine connection between the womb voice and the voice here. And it also reveals why we are now shedding all of this in the throat kaha, and in the tenira, and in the weaving, the tenira, the needle that threads the many colors of creation. So these connections have been revealed, and I'm sharing this because this all happened after last year's graduation, that this energy actually entered the space, and that it took its time to be realized, or to be flourishing, to be blooming, to be growing. And as we know, a full circle of a pregnancy actually should be 12 months. So I've been just sitting here listening to the call, and it came clear to me that we are now coming to the next graduation, and we are coming to the next new year. So in a way, this full circle will be realized. And I'm sure that with the beginning of June or mid-June, we can witness in the world that more truth will actually be spoken and will be revealed on an even larger scale than it already is, because it's already happening. But it's like, that was just something that I felt like I wanted to say, because we're moving into it.
Absolutely. It's the lungs and the breathing and the coughing. Some people have a large capacity, a larger chest. Some have a small chest. There's a cavity there, and so this extra, let me say, extra amount of fluid, let's say, is purging along the voice to assist the voice into the speaking. And then that the speaking, that the throat chakra, or in other words, as you say, tingida, the throat, tingida, the way the throat is to speak, the way the words are to be weaved, the way that the breath is to be weaved. There is a purging of the chakra system for it to upgrade to tingida, to become the needle, to become the needle, because of course it's always spoken of in the spiritual side. It's always spoken of in the unknown. The unknown speaks about it until it is known, and when it is known, it starts to take form. And we're at that place where it's starting to take form now, of course. And people
And
are
the interesting thing is also that I was gifted with a needle on the streets of Amsterdam after our two-headed snake mission. And it's like, it's almost like that this has been speaking to me throughout the whole last year. And only now I'm like, I've been fully ready to receive it on the large scale, let's say. And there was another thought, but it disappeared.
I have something to add to that. Can I add to that?
Yes.
I had a dream last night, so you're confirming my dream as well, because I've just started with this thing yesterday or 2 days ago. I've just started with crackles in my throat and a bit of a cough. And last night in my dream, I was in a situation where I was trying to speak, and I was trying to speak truth, and I was trying to share something very valuable to this group of people, but I was being stopped. And my mouth just kept getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And I was stuck. I was stuck in the middle of an intersection, and I was in a car. And there's all these people around me. And I was trying to find my way out. The only way out of the situation was to be able to speak this thing that I had to speak. But as I said, my mouth just kept getting tighter and tighter. And then suddenly, towards the end of the dream, my mouth loosened up, and I was able to determine what was happening and why I was unable to speak this truth. And then my mouth opened, and I spoke. And the people heard what I needed to say, and then I was able to get out of the situation. So just
interesting. Yeah, it is in the field, definitely. It's what we are going through as humanity at this time.
So this is what I'd like to do. Now that we got everyone's attention on the throat chakra, why don't we share with them, Hunas? We can all do this individually if you can remember the codes. Why don't we share with our audience here, the sweet, sweet dear ones, sweet dearly beloveds? Why don't we share the Lemurian sounds of each of the kaha, which for them would be the chakra? Okay, should we do that? Should we share with our audience what it is, what the sound is? So, sweet, sweet dear ones, you're all familiar with the kaha. And by the way, I want to thank you for your wisdom and offerings from Tara and from Mahakana Altair and from Hirimata. But I want to give all of you here, I'd like to give you all a gift right now before we take a break. Okay? Can I do that? Can we do that, Hunas?
Yeah.
Let's share with them the Lemurian code sounds of the actual sounds of action for the chakra system. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So you all know the root, you all speak the chakra, the root chakra.
But can we start where we actually should start?
It doesn't matter where. Go ahead.
Which
you
is
go ahead.
which is with the Ma'ita, Ariki, which is where everything ends and where everything starts, actually. So, if we imagine this apex underneath our root, that's where we start. Ma'ita Ariki. And then we would move into the, which formerly known as the root chakra in the Taro Kaha.
Okay, wait. Now, sweet dear ones, you don't know these sounds. Okay, so Ma'ita, let's just get this right for them, okay? If we're going to share this, we got to do this right, okay? So Ma'ita is a harmonic frequency, okay? It means first light inside the first crystal. Ma'ita, okay? So Huna wants to begin there. Okay, that's fine. We're going to begin at the harmonic frequency and then go to the root. For the root, everybody is familiar with just root. Do you know the root in another language? Yes, no, whatever. Okay, in Lemurian, the root is called taro. Taro, which literally is a root. It literally is a root, and it literally gives nutrition to the root, the energy. It supplies the nutrition and energy for the root. And the sound is taro. Right? Okay, I'm going to allow the other Hunas to carry on, fill in where you'd like to, ascending from there.
Mm-hmm. So then the next energy center we know is the sacral, and in the Lemurian it is toi.
Toi. It means, toi means creative energy. Toi. Okay, it doesn't mean it is it. Okay, if you say sacral, you're talking about it. If you say toi, you're actually doing it. This is the difference. This is the Lemurian language. Okay, it's before Atlantis. Xavier, just take a break and listen, okay? Because it's before Atlantis. Just hang out for a minute. Don't try to guess us, okay? Because this is Lemurian, and toi replaces the sacral, which is the actual activation of energy. Okay, who's next? You say it, and I'll explain it.
Going into the solar plexus, the Tawahi.
Who was that? Oh, Mahal Water.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
That was the solar plexus and the Tawahi.
Tawahi. That's our next one. Yeah. And now Ta solar plex. Tawahi. Now, Tawahi is the particle accelerator. So
no, that's
Tawahi.
Tekau.
That's Tekau. That's Tekau.
Okay, good. See, these guys are smart. They learned. Okay, carry on. Okay, carry on, but explain them, okay?
Solar power. That would be your, yeah.
So the solar plex again with the solar plex.
Tawahi, where your solar power.
Okay. What does Tawahi mean?
First stone, first love, first fire.
Okay, sweet dear ones. First stone, first love, and the first fire. Fire meaning your word to fuel the flames. Okay, to fuel the solar energy. Okay, Tawahi. That's an activation of energy. That's not talking about that energy. It's activating it. Tawahi. Next one.
Next one would be the heart chakra, which we speak as tekau.
Okay, yes. Tekau. Okay, or even ngako, but tekau, which refers to the particle accelerator, accelerating the particle energy, a particle accelerator. Tekau, which also refers to the number 12. Tekau. So not number 12, sorry, the number 10. Tekau, tekau. One part we are speaking Maori, but we are not. We are going deeper. We are speaking Lemurian. We are sharing the sound. Tekau, particle accelerator. Next.
The next one would be the one that we've already spoken about, the throat chakra, which we speak to as tinira.
Tengira.
Tinira.
The needle. Throat chakra, tengira. Why is it the needle? It is the threading and weaving of energy. May they be colorful, may they be blank, may they be tengira, but may they continue to be threaded through the voice. Tengira, the needle, activating the threading and the higher vibrations with all of the spectrums of the colors, the threading of the colors of the world or the DNA. Certainly the kaha system. Next.
Next is the third eye, which is Tanaro.
Tengaro. Sweet, dear ones, the third eye. Tengaro. You're getting a little one-on-one lesson here from the 101. Kaha 101. I might have only got 90% out of it too, by the way. These guys got 100%. Tengaro.
Is it te or ta?
Te.
Huh?
Is it te or ta?
Te.
Okay.
Tengaro, which means to merge the third eye, to merge
The heart mind, the merging of the heart mind.
the heart
Isn't
mind.
that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you have crystal eye power on there?
Yes.
Crystal eye power.
The crystal eye. Oh yeah, the crystal eye.
Yeah, but
Or
I
the
also
third eye.
I also remembered that we had in the Solar Flash event, we had at the day of Tenaro, which was the day of the linking of the heart mind, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it is true that you will link the heart mind. You're being asked to link the heart mind. So, sweet dear ones, are you getting this? Okay, tengaro. Okay, tengaro meaning to link. No, we're not. Diane, we're talking about the kaha system. The kaha system is in the Lemurian Maori as opposed to the Vedic chakra system. Lemuria has the kaha system, pure power, and that's what we are lining up. We're not talking about the we are speaking directly to what is the translations that they speak of and people typically speak sacral and the root and all that. That's speaking about chakra. That is not speaking it. When we speak it in the Lemurian, we are speaking and activating the energy directly. Okay, kaha versus chakra. Hey, I'll give you a challenge here. Okay, repeat after me. Kaha.
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 Chakra.
Chakra.
Kaha.
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 Chakra.
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 Kaha.
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 Chakra.
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 What is the most potent, kaha or chakra? What is the most potent? Of course, it's kaha. Chakra in the Sanskrit. And is the power source and source, the energy sources for the chakra system. In the Maui and the Lemurian, kaha is pure source power. It speaks directly to it. Kaha. There you go. Little 101, kaha 101 for you guys, isn't it? Yes, that's right, Diane. Mauri ora. Anyway.
Then you moved to Te Ariki, right? To the crown, Te Ariki.
The crown. I would speak to it as well, again, as Ariki and Maita. So the Ariki and Maita are different from the others because, in my understanding, they are at the beginning, at the end.
Let's
of
not
everything.
confuse them all.
Sorry.
Keep them together. We're all good with the harmonic frequency and the crown, which is Ariki or Te Ariki, which is formed by the geometry, and the geometry is the Maita. That's what's shown. The Maita is just 6-pointed or 12-pointed star, 6-pointed star at the very least. Okay, so think of it as Ariki and replacing the crown, and harmonic frequency, Maita. Okay, boy, we strung this one out, didn't we? Let's. Oh my God, it's already 4 o'clock. Oh my God. Wow.
It's 2 hours, and we haven't even talked about the fish from the last week, really.
Yeah, let's do some advertising for the Huna's businesses, and then come back with some of that, and then we'll.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Wawa.
Thank you. Wawa.
Thank you so much. All righty.
Is it about that time?
Somebody is asking, if someone didn't have chakra, could they anchor kaha? Of course you can. We can show you how. All right. That just means you have to get connected with us. If you have any questions, sweet dear ones, send a email to office@hoh.earth, and we can reply to you and just recommend recommendations from there. Yes, we are building the School of Light for the schools with the Lemurian knowledge, the Schools of Light. Okay, we're going to take a break, come back. We got a little bit more to share with you before we wrap up. What a session that was. And that was quite a run. All right, see you in a minute.
Hi, I'm your light shaman. Are you experiencing unpleasant energies in your home and surroundings and waking up in the middle of the night? My work involves clearing individuals, homes, and communities. Contact me at www.lightshaman.earth and I would be happy to help.
Coaching for conscious entrepreneurship or travel is available with Huna Mahana, Book a free 30-minute consultation today at High Life Academy or High Earth Academy. For all of your high vibrational healthcare needs, you can visit Huna Kaparore at www.lightinaction.earth. Introducing Mexico's only harmonic egg, operated by Huna's Maroyata and Ma'aikuta. For all of your health support needs, be it physical or emotional, head to www.apapachar.earth.
My ninja, my cousin Black Jesus, he gonna do a one-on-one session with me. All you gotta do is buy a raffle ticket. Come and be with Huna Flash. It's like that. Little messing around there, sweet dear ones. Getting that raffle out there. We got a raffle. Get the raffle. Spend time with me. If that has anything, if that is something that you'd be interested in doing. But welcome back. So welcome back. We had some interesting things, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Just from the last week.
Yes. I'd like to kick us off.
Well, we can start. We can start with the day after the live.
Yeah, sweet dear ones. We're gonna part 2. Big fish in the net of Maui, part 2. We just want to touch on some of the things that happened. The day after the Stargate, was it?
Yes, the 20th.
The day after.
No, the day after our live last week. So
after the live.
Yes, we're just talking about the last 7 days. The London High Court granted Assange permission to appeal his extradition. The ICC put out arrest warrants for Netanyahu and the Hamas leaders, which of course was rejected by the U.S. corporation. There's been many talks of ICC-related things over the past week, but we won't get into those. And it was go ahead.
The U.S. government and Israel in cahoots together, of course, always.
Yes. Always. And
they're not just allies. They are in cahoots and they are in collusion. Let's just say that.
Shenanigans.
Okay, yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. And it was confirmed that the Iranian president died. And it wasn't just that. They also announced that there is a presidential election in Iran for June 28th.
Did they announce that after his death, or was it before?
After.
Let's get rid of this guy. Oh, by the way, we're having a new election, everybody. But perhaps, think about it for a second, what's been going on over there? They've been interfering with Iraq's ascension and Iraq's new processes as well, and messing with their trade and export-import industries. And that was this guy that just got knocked off. And now, so they're going to have an election for, so perhaps it's a white hat move, perhaps there's a collusion going on somewhere for sure, because Iran has dealings to do with Iraq, and Iraq is on the ascension process right now. They have they will have the only port and harbor and facilities in that area in the coming year for export-import shipping, and Iraq will have to use that facility. They have no choice. And I think that at one point Iran was trying to smash the deal or interfere with the deal. Anyway, makes sense to me.
Yes, and given that there was a, what did you say about the dragon? Can you remind us? Because it was a fog that they were pulled into.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I looked at the mist, right, the dragon mist, the clouds, long white clouds too. It was long, deep, and thick, right in that mist. And I recognized them as the energies, dragon energies, because I stood at the tower, the Dragon Tower in Leith Hill in the UK, when it was being dubbed Dragon Tower, and when I was being activated Dragon Tower, and I was doing the ceremony, that same energy was surrounding the tower. It was amazing, and so when I see it, I recognize it this way. Okay, somebody's being processed, recycled. Sweet dear ones. That was a pure and straight up recycling. And accountability and responsibility to the orders from chaos. From chaos, sector one. Sector one, sweet dear ones. Sector one. Just think about that. Stick that in your vocabulary. Sector one. Sector one. Go ahead.
On May 21st, Klaus Schwab announced that he is resigning as the executive chairman of the WEF, and Russia confiscated 800 million euro from the Deutsche Bank, Unicredit, and Commerce Bank. Huna, what is your response to that?
You know, I think that Klaus Schwab stood down because of all of that. They were losing all of their money. They don't have no money. You know, the World Economic Forum's money is the European money is Deutsche Bank is major. This is major. But that ain't anything that happened. That's $800 million in cash, in real estate, in buildings and businesses, and just that was devastating. But there's more. But there's more properties. They're actually going after because they want to sanction. Was it 300 billion of Russia's frozen assets? 300 billion, and Russia wants to equal that, and they can. They actually have up to, I think, a couple hundred billion in foreign assets held within Russian banks. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I mean, the European Economic Forum and all those guys, that's all of their money. What do I think of that? Great. That's going to cause a major shift. We need this thing to, we need them to buckle. We need the whole thing to collapse and buckle over. As tomorrow, we'll get information tomorrow of the surviving banks, because the banks are having shutting down this weekend. It's not just a holiday, sweet dear ones, for these bankers this weekend. It's not just a holiday. There's some banks that are not going to come back online on Monday or Tuesday. So some are being actually swallowed up and or shut down. You want to call that a holiday? Fine, call it a holiday. I don't care. All right.
You ready for more?
Yeah, what else you got there?
Quick rundown of the 22nd. Of course, there's more fear mongering. There's a new website that the UK put out for preparing for disasters. There's some flipping going on in the government, with Nikki Haley saying that she's voting for Trump now.
Yeah.
And there are 3 countries that are now recognizing Palestine as an independent state, and they include Spain.
Oh, yeah.
They are Spain, Norway, and Ireland.
Yes. And there's more actually coming on. I think France spoke up a bit about it during the investigations. But what are you going to do? You got how many they got? They even have 5 million Palestinians left. Well, why are you looking at a couple million now? I don't even know the numbers of Palestinians remaining. You know, and so yeah, they deserve their own state. I'm not talking about Hamas. I'm talking about the Palestinians. The rest of it is just guesswork. They can guess who's Hamas. If they know, then fine. But the rest of it is guesswork. They can't. So the Palestinians deserve it. I'm all for it. You know, I've been to the Palestine. I've been to Bethlehem. Right. I've been there. Across the border I went through the wall. I saw all Banksy's artwork. That hotel at the wall, what do they call it? I forget the name of it. But I've been there. Doesn't matter where they're from, Xavier. It's what they're doing right now. All right? That's where they are. They're Arabic. So are the Hebrews. They're Arabic too. So what's the nonsense? It's all this nonsense. It's not even a language known as the Hebrew language. Does not exist. It's an Arabic language, a dialect. And then they go and make up the Yiddish language. That's the Zionist language is Yiddish. The Israeli people speak Arabic and a dialect of it, a dialect of the Arabic language. You see them trying to go on YouTube. You'll see them all talking about it and arguing about it. It's actually a dialect of the Arabic. Okay, cool.
Moving on. May 23rd. Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House in America, has announced that he is going to be hosting Bibi Netanyahu in the Capitol for a joint session of Congress, which I don't know what the date is yet. But they're going to host him.
This guy, Netanyahu, always runs to the American population, to the people, and tries to get their support. Goes and cries to Americans. Okay, all you Americans, don't buy it. Don't listen to that guy. That guy's a criminal, man, and a murderer. The guy's a mass murderer. He's done it so many times. I think the first time he's killed and slaughtered hundreds of thousands of people. The guy's he's the one that's been in charge. And all the while along there, women and children, Palestinian women and children are dying. All the while he's been in charge. Don't listen to him. It's time you don't need to. They've done enough already, right? On October 9th, that was enough, right? The response. October 7th, okay. Did they have to go after more than 1,300 people in the Palestine? No. But they did, didn't they? But they didn't have to. Their emotions got the better of them. And look what happened. They killed some of their own hostages. And how do you know? I heard from other intel that the Mossad paid Hamas to do that so they can start a genocide. Do you really know? Well, we know this. We know that the Mossad is always up to shenanigans. And we know this guy, Netanyahu, and including his grandfather or his father, they were always doing unhanded things like this. Okay? Shenanigans. They're a bunch of thieves and criminals. Kick them out of there. Need to get kicked out. Give it back to the people of Israel. Kick the Zionists out of there, the Zionist movement. Well, you American Israelis going there to fight in that army, I don't understand you people. Don't understand you at all. Yeah. Don't understand it. But I understand that Netanyahu has been the leader of it ever since all of the killing has taken place. He's been there. And his father and his grandfather. Think about that for a minute. Yeah, they did. That's right, Richard. Them and the Romans killed the black Jesus. Black Jesus. So, yeah, I would protest that. I look forward to some protests happening in Congress to see what happens.
You know, Bibi went as far as saying if he was to be charged for what he did with Gaza, it would be like charging Bush for 9/11. And for those of us that know, of course, Bush was involved with that.
Yeah.
But very interesting choice of words.
They got away with that too, and they got away with Iraq as well. And yeah, Netanyahu wants to get away with being a criminal too. Yeah, well, everybody wants them all to be arrested, just like the banks, the bankers. Everybody wants them to be arrested too for all the shit they did. Like George Bush was just sitting there like acting like, he knew what was going on. Lying asshole. This guy knows what's going on. He's starting it all. This guy, he's been in that. He's been there all along, all the way through. Are you kidding me? For the last 30 years, this asshole Netanyahu. Of course, I'm speaking from my 3D self here on the ground. And the last time Netanyahu ran into the Congress and started whining. He did that during the Obama years, and he did that against Obama's wishes. Didn't want him to come into Congress, and yet he did. The Congress let him in. Or was it the Republicans at the time? I can't remember. But in any case, he's been there ever since. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. So there's early elections now in the UK.
Oh, yeah.
They got permission from, I'm using quotes for those that aren't actually watching, quotes, King Charles gave permission for them to dissolve Parliament and hold early elections. And this also means that the royals are not going to be so public during this process because they don't want to sway the elections. But that's very interesting to me, at least, that they've decided to do early elections and dissolve Parliament.
Yeah, well, the UK government's been doing some really crazy things to their people lately. Got all these other legislations coming in, and now they're spouting an election. Who do they want? Who are they looking for in here? They're going to start some more shenanigans. They need somebody to fully support it. Well, okay, let's just see who shows up. But I know that, what's his name? Farage. Neil Farage. Is it Neil Farage? Yeah, I know that he would probably run. I haven't seen it, but he would probably run. Yeah, that's right, Kirsty. It wouldn't be a good thing for the Tories, but maybe that's why. Maybe it's a shakeup. Let's just see. Okay.
There is some financial news from that day.
All right.
There was a company called Synapse that suffered a sudden, abrupt bankruptcy, and it froze the accounts of many tens of thousands of businesses and consumers. And as of last night, I think it is still a major issue. And was funny, I didn't know anything about Synapse until this happened. I went and dug a little bit, and I sent you some articles just to see the timing of how fast this turned around for them. Back in August of 2023, they were named to the CNBC World's Top FinTech Companies of 2023. 9 months later, they're suddenly bankrupt, and they act as kind of a middleman. So to kind of understand what their role is, if you have an airline like JetBlue that offers a credit card of their branding and then you get airline points, that's a banking as a service is what they call it. That's what Synapse does. So their bankruptcy is affecting a lot of people with being able to get a hold of their funds. And it could have affected Wise but I think Wise got ahead of it.
Yeah. Wise seems to be like the more sensible.
Wise is very wise.
Very wise. Okay, and so yeah, they some banks. Sully, I don't know who the banks are going to be when we wake up Monday or Tuesday. Sorry to say, but this is the same thing as this weekend is about shutting things down, and then seeing who comes alive on Monday and Tuesday, who comes through this weekend.
Mm.
I have no list. Sorry, I have no list for that, but just to share that with you. And I think the cool one that we've got now is let's just make this final one with Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. She was arrested for weed in Amsterdam.
She was arrested for weed in Amsterdam.
So they say. So they say.
You can't get arrested for weed in Amsterdam. Perhaps maybe she brought it in, but they're saying it's weed. I don't know the full extenuating circumstances, but it's Amsterdam. Come on.
It's an oxymoron. It is an oxymoron.
She's going like, what? I didn't do anything. What did I do? I did nothing. But what's interesting about this part is the celebrity. We're talking about the celebrities explosion, this explosion of celebrity energy, especially those connected with P. Diddy or Diddy, formerly known as Diddy, who's been in a lot of shit lately, right? And everyone ever connected to him, and those that are going after him, and just like the celebrity stuff that came up on the radar is in the net as well, in the timing of the big fish in the net of Maui. We've been watching as that whole rap world crumbles. What's going to fill that void? What's going to fill the void? Well, I think Trump is going to fill the void for the meantime. All news will be moving. All news is moving with that guy. So let's just finish up on him. Right. Now, of course, we just completed a big ceremonies in Amsterdam. The dark tunnels, the two-headed snake in the dark tunnels. The celebrities are two-headed snakes, sweet dear one. They're two-faced, two-headed, too much. Many of them are. Many of them were forced into it. Okay, sold out to the snake, snake oil salesman, right? Being blackmailed. We get it. So a lot of that is being pulled into the net. But on this last one here, as some of you may know, Donald Trump, he demonstrated in South Bronx this past few days. And that really kicked up a shitstorm with all the Republicans. Because New York is blue, mostly blue, but it's still red too, but mostly blue. And they said that he would never get supported over there. And then next minute, hello, he had thousands of people show up at his rally in the Bronx. No, he wasn't on an ankle, what do you call those things? An ankle bracelet, ankle
monitor?
Ankle monitor. Like AOC was saying that he had to go there because he couldn't leave the area because of court. Yes, he could leave the area because he didn't have to stay there. He didn't even have to stay in court. He's doing this to prove them wrong. Mostly. Most of his court dates, he didn't have to attend. He just volunteered. And so while he was in New York, he's just run a whole campaign. He'd been doing a campaigning with the bodegas. He'd been doing campaigning on the streets while he's there, and he's campaigning in the Bronx. Just took over the energy. It's really what's going to fill the space when all the celebrities are in jail and all dead or whatever, gone bye-bye. There's going to be focus on our revitalizations, sweet dear ones. There's going to be, again, a focus on our revaluation to be revalued. Okay, we're going to have revaluation, reset, rejuvenation, and a chance to recoup and reboot. That's where our focus needs to be. We are in the short days of it within the reevaluation of currencies right now. Bonds are being exchanged as well in the top tier. That's good because we know that's moving. We are on the move with our reset of currencies, sweet dear ones. Hang in there. I know we've been saying it for a while. What else are you going to do? But they are so close, and they are reporting the whole thing will be well done before July 4th. Certainly, we are in June next week already, and they are reporting the release of rates, the rate for Iraq and the release of the new rates for the 12 currencies, 13 countries in the first basket, or it might be more than that, maybe 23. In any case, those are currencies are coming out. You're going to be able to exchange for great value and good investment on those in the coming days. Hang in there. Looking forward to that. That's all I got, sweet dear ones. That's all I've got. That wraps up the big fish in the net of Maui. Don't forget, Maui, the flower of life, is spoken and represented best by the terminology as the net of Maui. Okay? The net of Maui. And Maui means children from the stars. That's our energy, sweet dear ones. Okay. Anything else you want to wrap up on there, Tamaki? Do we got to talk about before we bounce?
Well, since 2025 is coming up, we do have a Lemurian digital calendar now.
Oh, that's right, you do.
Yes. So some of you may know that the numbering system is a little different. So the beginning of the year will be June. So in the event that you may feel confused at any point about what the actual Lemurian date is, it is included as part of the digital calendar. So what's the motu of the day? Where is the moon in the motu? Pieces like that. All of that is in the digital calendar, which is on my site. And the bookings are now open again for June, since we're back from being on the road. So good stuff. And the chart did go through an upgrade and is continuing to go through an upgrade right now. So it's really exciting.
Excellent work, Huna. Digital calendar showing at least some pieces for you to begin to latch on to, begin to get used to, and ever evolving and increasing within its expansion, which will also help to expand you. I recommend you join the Dragon Masters. I will always recommend the seal of the Kumara, the seal of the light of days of the child of light. I always recommend these things. Come on to a mission with us. We just completed 24 stargates. We have 24 more to complete to activate the entire Motu grid with 48 stargates. As you become a Huna and you become a Dragon Master, you will have the tools to join on and be part of the Stargate maintenance teams and the locations of those Stargates where you can go to do a mission, do work. There is always constant expansion there for the self. Service beyond self always includes service to the self. Remember that. And I want to thank you all for your patience and for joining today, and for listening and being with me here and supporting our work. It's not work. We're only having too much fun for it to be work, I'm afraid. So it's just gangster, baby. It's just all gangster. It's ninja, my ninja. My ninja. Get that, Raffle? We can sit down in person. There you go. If you haven't done that, that's something you could do. That I could do. We can do. Okay. So yeah. Get on to quantumnavigator.earth. Line up to the digital calendar and line up to the Wataka system and the birth charts, so you can begin to get yourself out of the matrix of the draconians. Also,
FLC.earth. Yeah.
FLC.earth for Lemurian Oracle to connect to future information that's coming aligned to you. That's always handy. A little bit of guidance for those who want to be guided. Those who don't need it, fine, don't need it. So there is to it. Thank you, sweet dear one, sweet dear one, sweet dearly beloveds, gangster. We'll see you on very soon, and all the Hunas are going to be here in a minute. Big, powerful week coming up. See you on the next Huna Flash TV. Wah, wah.
Need some Reiki or Rife energies? Or perhaps you need some Lemurian healing products. If you are in the UK, look no further than Huna Kahatota at www.hunashealings.earth. Tetrahedrons and obelisks for your on-site ceremonies, handmade and coated with Kotahora crystal dust by Huna Hikahima. Shipping is available worldwide at www.shiningstar.earth. Oracle readings rooted in the Lemurian operating system. Get your oracle reading with Huna Kahasahi at www.flc.earth. Live online journeys, energy clearing modalities, and sound healing sessions for new families with Huna Kahiwaha. Head to www.rl5.earth.
Okay, my ninjas, it's time. Get that raffle. You win a one-to-one session with myself, Huna Flash. You know what the time is. It's the time. It's time to get together. Get that raffle out there, and I'll see you. Just you and I. Nobody else. Just me and you. My ninja.